So, John, we're here at, needless to say, one of our trade shows. But
Absolutely.
one of the big questions that comes up is, how does Bosch solve perimeter detection issues, problems with the technology they have?
Sure. First off, it's day one. I'm excited about the show. But, the big thing that Bosch brings to the table is not just another camera, but the ability to combine our unique analytics and things like that we do on the camera really well with other technologies to provide a total solution for PIDs. And I kind of like to say it's beyond PIDs. We call it PID square these days because PIDs is perimeter intrusion detection. But when you add that second D, the D squared, we have perimeter intrusion detection and deterrence. So that's what we're kind of illustrating here, is that not only do we provide a high level, high probability of detection, but we also are able to reduce the nuisance alarm and false alarm rates to to a tenable rate, to where the operators and the SOCs can actually use the system and it's not just a bunch of noise that's coming in, right? So the alarms they get are real alarms.
Okay.
And so that's really what we bring to the table.
Now, I know one of the key points with a PID system, the best PID systems, is trying to layer it. Because,
Correct.
Again, as people are trying to approach your facility, and again, if you have a fence, if you don't have a fence, if you're out in a crowded area,
right.
How does Bosch do that so we can effectively layer the solution to give you the maximum amount of detection?
We want to use best-in-class sensor technology, not just video sensor technology from Bosch, but also other sensor technology like radar technology, LiDAR technology, fence detection technology, so that we can provide the most accurate detection, again, highest probability of detection, while also using these systems to cross-validate whether or not the alarm is real. If the camera thinks the alarm is real, we also want to rely on the data coming out of the radar sensor to validate that alarm is in fact real, or the LiDAR sensor. So this layered approach that you're talking about is really the key. It's the secret sauce to kind of what we do in PIDs.
Perfect. Now, who do we typically work with when we're designing a PID system? Because will an end user contact us, a consultant, an integrator, and who do you normally work with?
Right, and really it's all the above, right? And it depends on the application. But we certainly want to make sure we're engaged with the end user themselves. At the end of the day, they're the ones that need to protect that asset, that perimeter. They're the ones that have some kind of regulatory situation that they need to be compliant with, or they're the ones that really stand to lose some financial revenue because of some perimeter breach or something happening to their site. So the end user is super key for us, but we certainly want to engage, again, also with the integrators and the consultants where applicable, so that the technology is deployed and integrated, right, and commissioned, and it actually works.
Gotcha. Now, once we develop a solution with the end user, consultant, or integrator, what do we do then next? Are we able to do a proof of concept or a demo to make sure, because everything looks great on paper.
That's right.
But how is it going to work?
It's a great point. We believe in pilots in a big way, or proof of concepts in a big way. We can tell the customer about our great technology, about our partner technologies, and about this layered approach. But at the end of the day, we need to prove out that solution for the unique environment and the use and the unique use case that they have. And so, an electrical substation is a lot different than an airport, and an airport's a lot different than a seaport. And each of these applications are different depending on where they're at in the world, right? So we want to make sure we prove this out, not only for their sake, the end user's sake, but for our sake, to make sure that our technology is going to solve their problems.
Gotcha. No, perfect. So many locations we get involved with, and again, that use PIDs, sometimes they already have existing product or VMSs.
Sure.
Can we work with a lot of the products that maybe they already have?
We typically can. The best case scenario is to kind of start up, in a perfect world, to start ground up and really build something that's using modern day technology, the best of the best in today's world, to secure that perimeter. But absolutely, there's always going to be some kind of existing, or there is typically some kind of existing technology out there, or VMS. And so we got to work really hard with our integration program, an integration partner program, to make sure that we can build those integrations, make sure that our PTCs and our thermals are compatible with those systems that are in the field.
Yep. I mean, everybody has to deal with a budget, or
Sure.
so I know we try to design and lay out a project, a solution
Yep.
that will work with what their needs are today, their budgets of today, but also give them a building block solution, because
Yep.
we know technology is constantly changing.
That's right.
And what can we do best for the customer's needs to solve that problem at the end of the day.
And that is the beautiful thing about layered solutions, right? Because at the end of the day, it would be ideal to have a layered solution that includes a lot of these technologies. But we could start in a modular way to say, start with video as a sensor and go with that and use that with their existing topology and infrastructure and their existing technology. And then over time, as they see the need or additional gaps, then maybe we layer in some additional technology like a radar down the road or like LiDAR or even gunshot detection, right? So
Awesome.
we can start, it's very modular because it is layered. And in that case, it gives us that flexibility to say over time improve the way that perimeter intrusion detection system works.
Awesome. John, thank you so much for your time and
Thank
your
you.
input today.
Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Good to see you.